Edo Tobirama. So Edo Tobirama was resurrected during the Fourth Great Ninja War by Orochimaru on orders of Sasuke. He's like, there's an Uchiha standing in front of us, and his eyes are pretty dark. He knows he's been through shit, and he's seen the Mangekyou, and he was like, oh, this guy, he's really been through some shit, and he's dangerous too. I knew I should have, done something, about them. And, his brother's like, damn, you shouldn't have slighted the Uchiha. We might not be here like this if you hadn't done that. Tobirama was like, I don't give a fuck about any of this. We gotta go take down Madara. He's over there doing stuff. I can sense him from afar. Orochimaru ends up stopping him. And he's like, he explains, when the Uchiha, feels a lot of, goes through a lot of pain, emotional trauma, and all that, it awakens their eyes, right? They lose, the people they love, the people closest to them. They gain that emotional him, and the Sharingan forms. It's a cursed jutsu to him, right? And it's not wrong. He moves to the battlefield and he ends up fighting against the Ten Tails a little bit, and then Obito. He's using tandem paper bombs. He's using flying Raijin jutsu. I think he loses an arm too, but he uses attacks along with Minato. He's helping in a battle against Obito to try to beat this Ten Tails, imperfect Ten Tails Jinchuriki. But then when Madara came back to life, he was easily defeated by Madara. So Tobirama, how powerful is he? 95 for his strength, 98 for his speed, 94 for his durability, 96 for his endurance, 92 for his intelligence, 97 for his experience, 94 for his close skills, 95 for his range skills, 93 for his recovery, and a 95 for his hacks. Overall power score is a 94.9 for Tobirama Senju, Edo Tensei version. Let me know what you think about Tobirama in the comments below. Be cool, calm, corner.